Guys, it's that time. Welcome to Never a Foul. This is your boy Cass, and we ain't done a transfer news show in a very, very long time in my eyes in the YouTube world. And yeah, I get it. I'm not here to rattle none of you guys that are Man City fans. We're just here to report on news, obviously, that has been said lately. There's going to be quite a lot of news today with the Premier League. So there's Liverpool transfer news, bear in mind, actually, with Matheus Nunes, apparently. Bernardo Silva is obviously the bait one. You can see in the title, apparently, as well. Chelsea in the know with Fofana, potentially a new bid on the know as well. On top of that is Zaha, who is quoted around £25 million, is his market value price, and somebody who might want to have a change from Selhurst Park, and more with Manchester United, which some Man United fans may be happy about. But we're going to be joined by a couple guests very, very soon. One will be later. One will be in a second. You know his face is very familiar by now, but I'm going to run the intro and I'll get straight to you guys in the comments. But make sure you smash that like as you come in. Yeah? All right. Get on your Burners account. Get on your Burners account. And go to that Burners account and like the damn video. And just like that, we're back. And by the way, for up to date, we're going to be changing that intro very, very soon. So I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's a little outdated now, and you guys will definitely like the new one that we have coming up. Big up for anyone that is in here. I'm going to quickly see the likes. What likes are we on? We're on 21 already, on 25 watching. Look, see you guys, yeah, you guys are the loyal ones. You know, I love that because you know what? There's so much going on. Without you lot, I doubt I'd be here if I'm being honest. That's the truth. But other than that, let me run through a few of the comments. The guy in the background, let me know if you're ready. Just give me a little thumbs up whenever you're ready, if you don't mind. Zohe, big up Zohe. Nothing is being agreed, guys. Bernardo is staying. No way would we let him leave this late without having a deadline on a deal. Darcy also saying, not true. No fee agreed. But the thing is there been no fee agreed? Or are you just hoping as a Man City fan that there's no fee that has been agreed? Are you trying to deflect it with is it a deflection? Is it a defense mechanism? Because I get that as well. Why would the thing is, if they let Bernardo Silva go, who's coming in? That's the part. If they let him go, that means something else must happen, because I think Man City might have had a little bit of a lesson learned with this whole Zinchenko thing. You let Zinchenko go and you thought he was getting Kukurea, it didn't happen, you know. So maybe lessons learned a little bit on that side. Big up Noz. Love to see you always here. Big up Sid, big Chelsea fan. Sid, you can probably update me a little bit on the Zaha Fofana, and if there's, and I haven't really seen much with Chelsea and De Jong lately as well, which is kind of worries me a little bit. When there's a little less news going on, then that means something's brewing in the background. The fee is a joke, but I'm saying this again. If the guy started twerking on Twitch with red blue lights, then it's over. Are you talking about Zaha? Or are you talking about Fofana? T Dot in the building. There's been no bid. Yeah, no bid yet. That's very correct from T Dot. There has been no bid. There's just maybe readying a bid. I'm seeing some stuff. There's lots of stuff that I'm gonna bring up as well, just for you guys as well. Raheem, if the price is right, then yeah, I don't see why not. How comes, Raheem? How comes? Because the reports of 40 to 50 million are fake, and that's unrealistic option as we're looking to sell for 100 million. I see the price was around 80, I think. Or is it 80 million pounds or something? Nick Saunders, another City fan, 90 million pounds or above. Yeah, big up you guys, man. And Pac-Man, I saw you yesterday. Yeah, I think you put in a super chat for the big six. I don't see any super chats here though from you, do I? Okay, then we're not worth your money. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to beg for your super chats. I fully get not keeping players that want to leave and think that's the right thing to do, but surely we can't let go of him without having a concrete replacement lined up. Yeah, that's what I was basically saying. Well, big up Ilias, big up Ross as well. Big shout out for me. I appreciate that, big man. Kieran in the build. I reckon Dion go the other way to sweeten a deal. I don't think he is going to be that sort of replacement. Big up John in the building. Hope you had your nice. Obviously, you had a nice time in the Liverpool hotel that you claim to be the best one around, which is fair enough, man. I don't know Liverpool like that. Been there twice in my life. A tier 1 City source said it's unlikely we'll leave this summer, but they don't get all the. They get all of them right. I don't know. Gunavel says Bernardo's leaving tells me City got something planned in the background, and so many more, man. So yeah, big up all the comments in here. Love to see that there's 40 of you here, pretty much, and there's 26 likes. If there's 40 of you in here, that means at least I'm not joking. There's at least 20 of you that secretly haven't liked the video. Make sure you like the video. In the guy in the background, you ready yet? You ready? And he's ready. The other one's late. You probably can guess who it is, but maybe not. But obviously, you might know this person's always in the earlier streams now. And if anything, he loves football to the absolute core, whether it's transfers and what it could do to a team, and he can give you a tactical analysis how much it might hurt them. So big up, Mo. Lovely.
What's up, people, man? What's up, beautiful people? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Of course, you can tell that I just I'm starting my day, but I woke up and then my I have this Apple News thing about like transfers and stuff. I'm like, this happened and this happened, and the rumors that this has happened. I'm like, what the heck? It's just Tuesday, and they already played football, you know. But all of these things that happened over the past 24 hours, just a lot, Cass. It's just a lot. It's a lot to digest, you know.
It's more than that. We was actually, to be fair to you guys, you probably saw that there was a late stream that might have popped up on your phones or something. We wasn't planning to do this, and then you do a little bit of research. You see this, you see that, you see that. Nothing much yesterday except for the Arnautovic stuff, which we can go into a little bit later. The Rabiot thing and everything. I haven't really seen much to do with Tottenham lately, which is kind of surprising because I thought they were in for somebody, but they haven't been. You seen anything with Tottenham?
Undoggy, they have a wing back.
Yeah, of course.
Undoggy.
Are they not gonna? Is he a wing back or is he more of a left centre back in a back three? Where would he be used in a Conte system?
He is no, a wing back.
Is he more of a wing back? He's from Udinese, isn't he?
Yeah. He's good. 19 years old. This is one for the future. It's not one for now at all. Like, it's not.
So does he get loaned out? I'm gonna get.
They might loan him. They might get him. They might get him and just loan him back to Udinese or something.
I would think so.
Kind of left back, you know, like just left wing back. Udinese play 3 in the back sometimes, and it's the first time I wear a cap on the stream. You notice that?
Say that again, sorry.
First time I wear a cap.
You decided to join the crew. Nice one. Have you realized that lights can sometimes hurt your eyes?
No, just my hair is not done. So.
Oh wow! You don't want to see the slick back gel from Mo, but yeah, I'm literally going to bring that up right now. So the stuff when I want to see how much what the fee was going to be as well. So with the Tottenham news of the latest, we're not going to have a long show, but it's a done deal according to Fabrizio. So on this note, let me get something up for you guys just to see. Right there, boom. So can you all see this? Can you see this, Mo?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and clear for the people that are watching on their phones as well. Obviously, this is the latest on the transfers for Tottenham. If you're a Tottenham fan, this is your latest. 20 million euro fee after personal terms are in place. Talented Italian fullback will be a Spurs player in 2023. So as you said, Mo, correctly, that it is one for the future. Obviously, someone that does watch the Serie A, I don't watch it. What can you tell me about this player? What is his strengths? What strengths, weaknesses?
Young. You know, he's very young. He can go. He's fast, of course, strong, very big guy. 1.88 centimeters, which is a big guy. And
really
for a left back, yeah, he's a big guy, bro. He's a big guy for a left back. He's gonna add to the squad, but I don't think he's gonna start any games if Perisic and Sessegnon are doing what they're doing. I don't think he's gonna be loaned out for real.
Yeah, but as it says, he'll be a Spurs player in 2023. So that means he doesn't come to. Yeah. It's a future fee then, and that's pretty much the latest on Tottenham. So we might as well get rid of that one right there. Who cares about Tottenham? Obviously, you know. I'm joking.
Let's get I'm not. Go ahead.
What was you gonna say?
There is something that I said I just read it now. It came to my
one.
You know, you have that planned.
What's that?
I said you signed for Fulham.
For Fulham?
Yeah, from West Ham.
Fulham from West Ham?
I said you know Diop. I said
Diop.
Yeah, signed for Fulham.
Diop. Yeah. It's the Diop from West Ham was going to Fulham.
Yeah.
How much? That's a big buy. Is that just
15 million? It's 15 million. That's a big signing for them.
Do Do you remember? Was someone in the comments, by the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it? I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before, but apparently, I remember they were quoting Manchester United £50 million for Issa Diop. 50 million. 50, 5-0. And today they sell him for 15 million to Fulham, which is I don't know, with all these recruitments with Fulham, it's very interesting, you know. Mo. They look like they're building a very solid core of players, not like what they typically have. I don't rate Tim Ream.
They're learning.
I don't. Yeah, they are. I feel like they are. I do rate Marco Silva as well. I think he's quite a good manager, and he's had Fulham for a while now, and it's literally his project. Do you reckon with this signing then, and guys also in the comments, do you reckon Fulham could potentially stay up, especially after witnessing pretty much? I know, don't get over us, ahead of ourselves, shall I say? From a draw with 2-2, but they look solid. They look solid.
They look like they have a plan, you know, like they look like they have a brand of football. So someone said, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and someone said that Fulham, they look like a team that wants to stay in the Premier League, but with their style. So in the Championship, they used to take it to the opposition all the time. They start the game, they take it. They did that against Liverpool. So it looks like, as you said, Marco Silva is sticking to what he knows. He's not going to adapt to the Premier League. He's just going to play the football he knows, which is attack, press, do stuff like this. So if it works, good for him. And from what we're seeing, it looks like it's gonna work, right?
I hope so.
Zayn saying, and if they can keep the intensity, they will do well. Yes, if they can keep the same plan and it works for them, it works for them. Yeah.
Well done, bro. It will be a surprise if they don't go down. I can't remember the last time. When was the last time they actually stayed up in the Prem? I can't really remember. Like, as in, like, they come up in the Prem and they stayed from relegation and kicked on. It's been a long while. It's been a long while. Guys, make sure there's 50 of you in here. Make sure to like the 52. Oh, I love you lot, man. I'll big up you lot. Can we get this to 75 as quick as possible? That would be amazing. Of course. So building up on news. I don't know where you want to start. Do you want to start Man City? Do you want to start Man United? Or do you want to start Chelsea?
I want to start small until one's come here. I want to start small. So because the other thing that just popped up is this is going to be a surprise, a big surprise. And I know that you're going to be like, what?
I'm going to be surprised.
How they can do this? Anthony Gordon is linked with Newcastle.
Huh? Did he play? Why would they sell Gordon?
I don't know. He's linked to Newcastle is starting to negotiate with Everton to get Gordon. It's just kind of weird. Right?
This is wow. I'm trying to I'm going to see if I can. That is weird. Where did you see this? I need to find this myself. I haven't seen this pop up yet. Gordon Newcastle. Oh wow. Okay, so apparently Newcastle, according to this source, is that Newcastle
I see like 3 articles about this.
From Lee Ryder from the Chronicle, I think his name is. I'm going to double check he's from the Chronicle's chief. He's actually a Newcastle writer. So I'm going to bring that up for you guys to see. So just bear with me. So this is very fresh. I don't know how reliable he is with Newcastle news. So I'm going to bring that up right now. Gordon Newcastle. So Lee Ryder, as you can see, it will pop up. He says he's the Chronicle's chief Newcastle United writer. Maybe he's just focusing on Newcastle United itself. But apparently, they are pondering whether to go back to previous target if Leicester's tough stance on James Maddison continues. And also, I'm not too sure what the bid would be, but they're going to consider a fresh bid. How much would he cost you? How much would you pay for Anthony Gordon?
40 million.
40 million? What about guys in the comments? Get your comments up. I'm going to bring some of your comments up. A Chelsea fan. How many shows did Terry Fleurs do? No, I just think it's more of an update show on the top 6, if anything. Dills, big up Dills, back in the building. Everton made Anthony Gordon as their number 10. See, that would be very interesting how you can lure away their new number 10. But it's true, Dills.
He's not a number 10. He was playing as a false 9 the other day.
No. What we're saying is that Anthony Gordon is number 10 for Everton.
10
now.
On the jersey, actually.
Yeah. Also on that news, people are saying how much they'd pay for him. 30 million. 25 to 30 million, 25 million.
Come on.
40 million, Sid is saying. 35 million from Neil Gunner. 40 to 50 million, Gunnar He's English. Remember this. This makes more sense to me as well, especially that Newcastle doing better. and Ross is saying 50, and Raheem's just saying
For,
50.
okay,
But
Newcastle tax, Saudi tax is gonna be extra 10 million. So if we're saying it's 40 million, it's gonna be 50 million. We know that. We know that.
you know what? We're gonna bring in someone is a direct rival of Everton. To be honest, can you call them rivals anymore? Because it's just absolute pure domination of an absolute scenery in Liverpool. But this guy is, I can't lie, he's a great friend. Met him only a few months ago. He's got all the banter. He's got a great clique around him who absolutely rattle me when they know how they can now. I think they've got used to me. But this guy's doing big things on his channel. Do go in the comments, in the description, and you might guess who it is quickly. But it's your man, Monts. What are you saying?
You say it, man. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm seeing too much blue in my screen right now, and too much blue. But listen, I hear it. It's for the sake of the video. Hear it. But love for the speech, though.
Mons, do you rate Gordon?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's a good player. I think that end product is a bit, but like for what he's doing, the way he's come through, I think it's not really been spoken about enough. From an honest point of view.
How much would you pay for him? Like
right now?
Newcastle are apparently linked with him today or yesterday or something like that, and there's been an update today about Newcastle freshening up old targets, and Anthony Gordon is one of those targets. By the way, Everton's new number 10.
Right now, how much I pay for Gordon?
Consider he's 21. Consider he's English.
21. He's 21. Got 40 M's. 40 M's.
Yeah,
40 M's.
Around the region.
Okay, now add on Saudi tax.
Saudi tax,
as Mo said.
Probably like 60 M's though. But that's
I love that. Saudi tax, 60 million. No, not a penny more, as people love to say, man. But that's enough on Anthony Gordon. But yeah, man, how you doing anyways, Mons? You look like you just woke up.
Yeah, I mean, me woke up. Nah, man, I've been awake planning and stuff.
He's been grafting people. He's been grafting. I big up honesty with the comment as well, man. Yeah, man, we all workhorses in this game. Trust me, it's not just me. You might see me on a few extra streams, but now you're gonna see me level it down a big notch. I can't lie, because it's taken a toll on me big time. Trust me. But the show must continue. The show must continue.
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course you can.
It's literally something that got put up in the GC, and someone made a point to say that David De Gea has never been the best keeper in the world. And as an op, like, how can you think that? I think that's just wild. Like, that's just a wild statement. Like,
you know what?
So at no point in his career has he ever been the best keeper in the world. To me, that's wild. And even as I hate you, man, but come on, bro. I said at one point that brother could save the Titanic, fam. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not his fault, Mons. It's not his fault. He just plays for Man United. I'm sorry, and he's been playing for Man United for their probably the darkest era that we have seen in my.
Yeah.
Like,
he was the best keeper in the world.
Do you know where it was with Man United with David De Gea, right? And anyone also in the comments agree or disagree. I like that comment there about the pay. I'm gonna star that as well. Anyone, if you got a question, I will star it for you and I'll get up. I can't answer too many questions because we've got quite a bit to do. David De Gea, he has never been you know what? He came into a declining Fergie team that still somehow won the league. So that's Fergie tax on the league right there. We've never actually given him a proper defense either. Do you get what I mean? We never gave him a proper structure at Man United. So a lot of them, he's been playing at the top of his game as much as possible.
Internationally?
Yeah, internationally as well. But we can also say Spain. Yeah, Spain were also on the decline big time after that.
I'm saying internationally that he was doing. He's won stuff internationally before his decline in that 2018.
I still remember. Was it 2012-13 when he was in that under 21 Spain squad? And I watched that whole tournament, and I think they beat England. It was in the semis or the finals or something like that. And I still remember he was a beast. I remember the time when it changed for him. When he saved that Juan Mata free kick at Stamford Bridge, everything changed from there. He had the right man coaching him. It's just recently, obviously, the game has evolved. As soon as Alisson and Edison, I think, who stepped in first? Was it Edison or Alisson?
When they both came. Edison.
Or they came at the same.
I think Edison came a year before. 1 year before.
So the whole era of the build-up play started coming, and then you started seeing a bit more of you started highlighting De Gea's deficiencies. when you think about it, which is the footwork. And then he changed his goalkeeping coach, and he's ever since been going down and down and down. And there's so much a goalkeeper can take. I think there's a lot of discredit towards David De Gea's career, and he won't truly be appreciated. But I'm not going to say
Isn't it common
doesn't
knowledge
need replacing.
but is it not common knowledge to say at one point in his career he was the best keeper in the world?
Yeah, I would say in the eras of Louis van Gaal, you could even say
Neuer. Man are giving me Neuer.
Neuer. Under Pep, Neuer was very good, but then at the same time, he focused more on football rather than doing what Neuer does best. Mo, what do you think, man? It's hard to say. I can only say I can appreciate someone like De Gea for Manchester United, but it's time for a change.
David De Gea is one of the best shot stoppers we have seen in the modern era. Here's the problem with David De Gea, is that he came in time of Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, and these guys that want to play football from the back and wants their goalkeeper to be able to pass the ball. And that's why he doesn't look as good, just because he can't pass the ball. He's not as good as that.
Yeah, no, I'm not even saying now. I'm talking about in his prime years, in David De Gea's prime years. So I'd say about 7 years ago, in his prime years, was there not a time where he was the best keeper in the world? Or would you say never in his career has he been the best keeper in the world?
Never, because even at that time, Manuel Neuer was being labeled as the sweeper keeper. And it was okay, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. He's the best goalkeeper in the world, the sweeper keeper under Pep.
I think the time where De Gea was doing the madness against Arsenal, I think that De Gea
against Alexis Sanchez, 17-18.
Yeah, that
save, I think it was
16-17. That De Gea, that 2016 De Gea, I think was the best keeper in the world at the time. Like, I used to deny it at the time, but when you look at it, listen.
Wasn't it Courtois at that time at Chelsea under Antonio Conte when they won the league?
I don't think he was either. I don't think Courtois was all that in the. I can appreciate Courtois is world class, but I never ever see the mad hype over Courtois. Even at Real Madrid, even at Chelsea, he was one of their better keepers in time. Obviously, I still remember him back in the day when he.
I don't know why he gets that much hate. I don't know why.
Courtois
gets so much hate from people.
No, I'm not hating on him, because I think Courtois is seriously he's still one of the greatest keepers of this current time. And for me, with Courtois as well, I just don't think he's never been on the levels of Neuer, or just like hitting that top game. He's been there, but them man have been there. Atletico Madrid always produce serious keepers though, man. But
Black.
Yeah, Black. If you remember the man before De Gea as well, what's his name?
Black had 2 good years, man. I don't hear the Black hype here. I understand the Black hype, but Black can still get better. You know, Black's 29. People don't understand. He was 29, you know.
Yeah, but Oblak, we don't watch La Liga that much, but every time I watch the guy, he's like wonder.
Yeah, do you remember? Do you remember like what's his name? They had Gregory Coupe for a season before them as well. I would Atletico Madrid. They've had quite a few good goalkeepers over the years. Sergio Asenjo as well went on his up. Asenjo had his Asenjo, like them players there. They've had some actually serious goalkeepers. But,
you know what? Apart from, go ahead.
Go on. I was gonna say no. Go on, say it. I think I know what you're gonna say.
No. I was like apart from the Italians, because I love the Italian goalkeepers from Baliuca to Toldo and all this stuff. You know, my favorite goalkeeper other than Italians is Canizares,
the one that
from Valencia. Okay. You guys know that?
Canizares?
Yeah.
Why do you really? I thought you would have said straight Buffon. You know,
No. I said other than the Italians.
Oh, okay.
Handanovic probably had a shout at some point as well.
Handanovic had a shout about 4 years ago, I'd say.
You know, he saved 40% of the penalties on him.
He's a massive. He's massive. I know this is about transfer news, guys, as well. I get it. We're just appreciating good goalkeepers over the years. Not you. I'm talking about guys in the comments. But yeah, man, we can talk about this all day. Goalkeepers, Van der Sar to Stegen at some point. I think he was pretty much the start of playing football at the back. Victor Valdez, actually, no, Victor Valdez was the start of it. Because remember, Victor Valdez can never catch the ball. He's always parrying and always playing out with his feet. So his handling was not the greatest, but Dida from AC Milan, oh my God, you lot are giving me nostalgia. Casillas, oh my word. But you know what? There's no goalkeeper transfer news. Mo, you said you want to talk about, bring it up. So we've spoken a little bit about Tottenham and stuff. If you don't know, Udagi or Udagi, I don't know how to say his name correctly.
Undoggy.
Undogi. He's going to Tottenham in 2023. What a name. Respectfully. So it's spoken Tottenham, spoken about Newcastle, Everton at the moment, and now we've got a few more teams to get through. Right, Mons. I feel like this is your segment here for Liverpool, because you might as well talk about Liverpool off the bat before you get too much energy and then try to bring it about Man United or something like that. So, but yeah, man, talk to me about Liverpool transfer news. I'm seeing something about. I'm not calling Hussam a liar, by the way, because it was reported before Hussam as well. Mateus Nunes again is being linked with Liverpool, and apparently an Athletic journalist confirmed that Liverpool have a strong concrete interest on a space live last night in Mateus Nunes.
That was super chatted into our stream yesterday. That's someone from the Athletic. Yeah, there's someone super chatted in the stream yesterday. That someone from the Athletic said that they've gone over to Portugal, to have a look at him and stuff. But I feel like it's whatever you want to believe. Actually, I think Liverpool. I'm seeing stuff from the Anfield rap that Liverpool aren't going to go in for a quick fix and stuff. I'm seeing a lot of things, but then now I'm seeing the Nunes links pop up more again this morning and later today. So I think there is strong interest with Nunes. I think he's a necessity at this moment in time. I think the Barella, any light links to Barella is just he's on that lockdown contract.
I look at Mo's face.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nico Barella Nico Barella would be the dream. He'd be the dream.
No, but Nicola Barella, Mons, can go.
Why?
That's what people in England don't understand. Being under contract in Italy doesn't mean anything because they need the money. And there's a meltdown today. I woke up to a meltdown on Calcio Twitter, as we call it, about Nicola Barella, priced at £70 million.
I don't think that's a bad price. I think that's for his quality.
Hey, if we're about to play that for De Jong, we need to go in for Barella, bro.
Do you think that's too small? Do you think that's not enough? Do you think that's not enough? I think that's 70
That's not enough for me. For me, Nicola Barella is 100 million euros and more.
Talking about 100 mil. 100 million maybe in today's market. I mean, there was also light talks about Liverpool also looking at Brozovic as well.
Oh, a DM. So you just want to raise a DM though? He's not more of a box to box. He's Croatian.
I know. He's more of a DM. He can play 8. Am I right? Mo, he can.
Yeah,
he
but he's more of a defensive.
Yeah, he's more of a DM. Brozovic.
No, who? Barella?
Brozovic.
Brozovic is a regista, which is a deep line playmaker, exactly like Rodri. Yeah. Not Fabinho. He's not a Fabinho.
He's more like Rodri. Yeah.
He passes the ball, takes control of the game, set the pace, and to be honest, if he goes to Liverpool, Fabinho will be on the bench right away. And I was talking to Grace yesterday about this, and he is like, Fabinho is going to be on the bench right away because you can't unless you play two pivots, which is something that is not going to happen.
Nah, yeah, I don't think Fabinho. I think it goes Rodri, Fabinho, and then the rest. Fabinho for me is
I'll tell you why. In my opinion, he's much better than both. For one reason, Rodri plays for Man City, which is Rodri plays for Man City. The pressure on Man City's defensive side is not a lot. So you just don't watch.
Are you saying he's more of a blend between both? Do you think Brozovic is more of a blend of Fabinho and Rodri?
Yes, because he makes the tackles, runs the most on the pitch, but also passes the most of any player in Serie A. So the thing about it that you remember when we played you guys in the Champions League, the one who took control of the game is Brozovic, especially the first game. They tried to mark him close and they couldn't. I think he put Diego Jota on him at first, and then he pushed Henderson on him. If you see him, you'll know. In Croatia, it's not Modric and it's not Kovacic. It is Brozovic who controls the pace of the game. Because you don't watch Serie A, it's like this guy is like, I'm telling you what. You know when everybody around him passes 60 passes and he's like comes at the end, he's like 110 passes because he touched the ball more than anybody else. It's kind of strange to me, but I know it's Prem, Champions League stuff. But if this guy was playing at Man City, he would be Pep's favorite player because he demands the ball at every position on the field, every position. But hey, What do I know? It's
I
the
swear
Prem.
on life, I don't see Manchester United. See, we don't scout players like this. We were actually linked to Brozovic like 2
A while
seasons
ago, you were at one point. A while ago.
Yeah, yeah. At
Yes.
one point,
You
I
know
don't
what?
know.
I want to
I
bring
don't.
this before we move on. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was gonna
I
bring
said
up
I was
something.
just gonna say I just don't know why we don't go for Barella and Nunes. That's 2 8s right there that can do 6 and 8
Well,
or 10.
obviously,
It don't matter.
Rabiot.
That's
Have you guys spoke on
energy, bro,
Rabiot?
and that can keep the ball. Huh?
Have you not spoke on Rabiot?
Nah, not yet. Don't please don't haunt my nightmares. But they're coming alive, so is what it is.
Do you
But
not
I will
rate
put
him?
respect.
Do you rate him?
No. You know what's funny? Yeah. All right, if we're gonna twist this right to Man United on the news on there, it's obviously Rabiot looks like he's coming to Manchester United.
70 mil, not too much as well. Price ain't too bad.
This is my issue with Rabiot, and the issue where I think he's getting a bit of disrespect as well. So as you know, look, it's right there. Can you lot see it?
Yeah.
Right there. So as you can see, obviously Rabiot looks like he's coming to Manchester United. The fee around 15 million, rising to maybe 17, 18 million pounds. This is not a bad buy, in my opinion. Why? It might only last for about half a year, though. Why I say it might only half a year is because this guy wants to get into the French squad again, and he will be used as the 6 in a French squad again, and he will have some determination to get there. But then what happens after the World Cup is what worries me. So in my eyes, it's like, why go for someone like this when you got someone like Mateus Nunes who's going to cost you about 35, 40 million? That's the player that does is younger, he's hungrier, he wants to get into a bigger team, and he can show his capabilities. But right now, it looks like we're going for a name. See, Juventus tried to use him in the 8 this year, from what I know, and it didn't work. This guy, Allegri, I don't know what he's trying to do with this man, but his better years were under Pirlo. Use him a bit deeper in a 6 role, then his stats come alive if you want to look at stats. But at the same time, if we don't get a player that can cope with, we don't get a player on top of Rabiot, then this buy is extremely bad because we know what's coming. Facts. And he will be a problem if we don't qualify for Champions League. And then his mum might come out at some point and say this, that, and the other. It's just basically, it's a double-edged sword. That's all I can really say past that. So I don't know. Would you take Rabiot? This is the difference. Would you take Mons? Would you take Rabiot currently right now at Liverpool?
I'll take you at centre mid right now, cuz.
Bro, I don't run though, man.
True.
I'll do that. I'll do the DM. I'm more of a if anything. I'm more of a 6, bro. Or I'll do wing back role. I'll run them.
I'm not really feeling Rabiot at the 6 in it. I'm sorry, at the 8. I'm not really feeling him at the 8. Like, do I want a midfielder? Yeah, but if I was to hear the name Rabiot, because obviously the attitude problems as well, I've heard. Obviously, his time at PSG was, we don't really want to talk about that. Not really in it. Like, not really in it. I'll be real. Like, we don't
take it for depth. For 15 million?
Yeah, for 15 mil for depth reasons, you look at that and go, all right. That's why I said I don't think it's a bad signing at all, to be honest. I just think that I wouldn't take him. I don't think he starts. As an 8, like, I'm just not really seeing that. It gives me Sounders vibes.
You know what? I hear that one. I hear that one.
The vibes I'm getting. Not to say he's a bad player though. Like in front, like we've seen him ball out, but you also see him disappear off the face of the earth for 4 seasons. He was supposed to be
exactly. It's not really ideal. Mo, you could probably
it's a Man United signing, bro. If you think about it, that is a Man United signing. If you guys get it, it's such a Man United signing.
All I'm gonna say, is if Ten Hag wants him as a Manchester United fan, and it looks like he does want him, so I was wrong, by the way. I was wrong, by the way. I thought this was just the board. So if Ten Hag wants him, he can see what he wants to do with him and stuff like that. And we're looking at another centre mid on top of that, which is obviously the bait one that we all know. Then I'm having it. And let's see where it goes. Because if it means Scott McTominay, 1 year without Scott McTominay, and I swear down, if we have to build off of that, then so be it. Mo, you know a lot more than us in terms of Rabiot. He's probably his strengths, his weaknesses, and pretty much when the last time he was actually on form. Because I know Juventus fans hate him.
We like him. We like him to play all the time. He's a terrible player for me. So let me. I'm gonna say one word. Look at the difference between Liverpool and Man United. And I'm not trying. If you're trying to converge, if you're trying to make the gap smaller, Liverpool, and Spurs, by the way, they go for players that the club that they're going for the club that they're going with their player, they cry. When Tottenham went for Bastoni, the meltdown. Now Liverpool are going for Brozovic and Barella, the meltdown. You are going for Adrian Rabiot, he's only 50 million, yes, but Juventus fans on Twitter and everywhere in the news are so happy and can't wait for this guy to leave their club.
Why is that though? Is it because he's a bad footballer, or is he just a problem? It's just a problem.
They're not convinced. As much as you want McTominay and Fred out, they want Rabiot out. Imagine if a club comes for Fred or McTominay. What would you say? They're idiots. I know that it's Ten Hag, but I'm sorry. I know that you guys trust Ten Hag that much, but hear me out. Ten Hag wanted Arnautovic, bro. Ten Hag's style does not suit these players. Ten Hag's style was Tadic as a false nine. And then when he got Haller was a little bit of a passer here and there. He used to be a scorer, but he's not that big number 9 as a stationary. Arnautovic is. I think this is going to be a big claim. I don't think Ten Hag knows what he wants at this point. He is desperate with this board. He's desperate with this club at this point because he wanted De Jong, who was going to change the way you play, but now he's going for the scraps. He's a scrap. Adrian Rabiot.
I think, but to be fair, with what United have got, I think anything is better.
That's how bad it is, Mons. That's how bad it is, Mons.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Anything different is better. I think, as you see in there, I read that Arnautovic actually wanted the Man United move. He wanted the move.
Well, good thing. This is we're going to quickly switch on to that as well. Arnautovic is Laurie Whitwell, by the way, probably top tier source for Manchester United for any sort of news. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano crediting and before he does the tapping merchant stuff. Man United pulled out after apparently Manchester United fans road rage. You say Monts, apparently he wanted Man United to come, but I say he rejected Man United and he doesn't want to come to Man United. And Man United put a spin on it for why they got rejected and said it's because of the fans. That's my take. You, man, feel free to whatever spin you want to see on it, but I can't see.
So wait, you think that he didn't want to move?
I'm telling you now, I don't think he cared about the move for one. I think he's actually probably enjoying his time in Italy right now.
Yeah,
and also,
he had a good season. He had a good season with Bologna. Bologna were actually very hard to beat last season as well. At that, and I reckon he just doesn't want to come to Man United, and Man United put a spin on it because if Man United is good at anything, it's PR. But lately, the PR is being shown for what it is, and I don't. Each week he loses a hug. All right, go back to work. Yeah, all right. We get onto your city with your Bernardo Silva. Yeah, all right. But no, it's not about. I don't think Arnautovic cares about wages and stuff like that.
I agree with you. I agree. You know what? He made so much money in China, but also Man United didn't offer him that bump in the salary, and the guy hated London, so you can imagine how he's gonna hate Manchester. By the way, these guys at 33 years old, they care about the lifestyle, right? And the family, and everybody sees what Italy means in living. It's a better lifestyle. It's much easier than. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been to Manchester once. I don't think players want to live at Manchester. De Jong said he doesn't want to live at Manchester.
I mean, there's some nice areas around Manchester. It's just if you're talking about nightlife and stuff like that, you probably, if you want to live in a decent area, you're gonna have to come out of Manchester a bit of the city, and then probably be driving a little bit, not too far, but enough.
But Cass, how did you go from De Jong and being linked to big players to go to Arnautovic and this?
You know what it is, I'm happy you done this because I'm gonna come back on this. Let me just go on here for you guys real quick because this is another one that's literally just popped up. This one. Now this just Samuel Luckhurst from the MEN, right? Milinkovic Savic, right? So this has been a lot of Man United news. Does Mons? I'm gonna let me put it on here quick. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna share it right now. Milinkovic Savic. If you're gonna get Rabiot, right? Would Milinkovic Savic make any sense whatsoever?
For who?
Oh no, for this guy here, right there.
No, for whom? For you or for them?
For Man United, yeah, because I think Rabiot and Milinkovic Savic could work in a pivot, but not a Ten Hag type pivot. I mean, if you're good, that
screams no mobility. No mobility.
Yeah, no mobility. whatsoever.
Like, you have to play Fred. You know you have to play Fred if you play those two. Like, you are forced to play Fred. Which, again, maybe with two better players around him might make more sense. You know what I mean? That might make more sense. But Rabiot then has to be incredibly disciplined, which it seems to me, from most side of things, he has none of that. He doesn't seem to be disciplined.
See,
No, he's not.
He's not a disciplined player, and the thing is, I'd rather him in a more of a free role in a 4-3-3 for Milinkovic Savic, not a 4-2-3-1. He didn't work at Lazio. That's the whole point of why they went 3-5-2. Anyways, they had Lucas Leiva, and then they had their two centre mids pushing forward and letting them do their thing. That's the whole point of the 5. It can cover that with a 1 in Lucas Leiva and other DM.
You need discipline in it.
He's not a DM. I don't know what people think he's a DM though.
Not Milinkovic Savic. I'm talking about Rabiot, because Rabiot is going to be the deepest midfielder you have of any sort of quality, but he's not disciplined to be the only guy that can do that. You see what I mean? Otherwise, it's back to the curious case of McFred. And we all know what's happening with that.
Am I going to talk about him and tell you?
Yeah.
He's an attacking midfielder, bro.
Yeah. He's more better as an advanced.
The guy is not a defensive midfielder. He is 8/10 for Lazio. Probably the second top scorer for them after Immobile. Goes inside the 18 a lot. He suits Ten Hag, but he needs a proper DM. They play with Lucas Leiva, if you remember him, and Luis Alberto. Okay, so he needs a proper defensive midfielder, someone like Fabinho, someone like Rodri, someone like, I don't know, like
Brozovic. That's
what I was saying.
Brozovic would be perfect.
No, Brozovic maybe, but he needs like a proper
like a destroyer,
DM.
like a destroyer.
Yes.
That's what I mean when I said Mo. When I said he needs, like, if Rabiot plays behind him, it's not enough discipline to have Milinkovic Savic, because he's going to go forward and he's going to be that extra runner into the box. So he needs, as you said, he needs someone who wants to play DM and wants to stay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rabiot doesn't give me that. I don't see that.
Rabiot's not a DM once. You know Rabiot when he played for the French team, he didn't do any of the defensive work. It was Pogba and Kante. That's after Matuidi's time.
Yeah.
After Matuidi's time, it was Rabiot, the guy that used to go inside the 18, goes to the left, plays high, allows the left winger to get inside the field. Rabiot is not a defensive person at all.
Do you think Rabiot suffers from the whole Mason Mount, Curtis Jones thing? Does he not know where his best midfield position is? Do you think?
Who? Rabiot doesn't know?
Do you reckon? Because he doesn't look like he's an 8 to me, the way he plays.
Rabiot.
He looks like
Rabiot is like, you remember Matuidi used to drift. You know that the left-footed midfielder that loves to go play on the line with the winger.
Yeah,
that's him. That's Rabiot. He loves. Sometimes, by the way, at Juventus they played 4-4-2 with Rabiot as the left winger. So you can imagine what this guy is good at. So why would Man United want a guy like this? Okay, but
you can't do that in the Prem, man. That's an accustomed Serie A thing, because there's certain tactics in Serie A that you can play someone who's not.
Because a lot of teams play 3-5-2, so you can afford to do that against.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need mad quick wingers to play in Serie A sometimes. Yeah, as you said.
It's true. But talking of quick players, though, we can talk about Man United all day long. By the way, 130 going on 140 people and dropping and so forth. There's only 80 likes now, by the way. 20 likes off 100. It'd be nice to get there before the hour mark for once. Honestly, it would be absolutely fantastic. So do double check. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs. It helps the channel a lot. As you can see, as the likes go up and more people come in, they see it. They're like, oh, let me check this channel out. So you're going to put us to our next subscriber. So if you haven't done so, go do it or get out the damn stream. That's the way it goes. Get out. Just get out. If you're not going to like the video, get out. Yeah. But anyways.
Before we move on, it looks like I kind of insulted Manchester by saying he does it. Like, people don't want to live at Manchester. People are saying in the comment I insulted Manchester. These players are millionaires.
Oh, no. Yeah, we talk areas. Yeah, but there's areas surrounding Manchester that are absolutely beautiful. When you go to Manchester next, maybe have a little look, have a little drive. See what you find. You'll find.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you one thing, Mo. Yeah, surrounding areas of Manchester look a lot better than London. I promise you that. Unless you go to north of London or very much to the west, going towards southwest, you're not gonna see the luxury areas. It's just obviously city life of London. And
I know. Let me tell you a small story before you say that. So the first time I go to England, I have a City game ticket. It's at 5:30 in the afternoon. So I take a train in the morning, and I'm assuming I'm going to Manchester. It's 11 in the morning, and I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna go check out this.
Yeah. Can you hear that, Mons? It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, he noticed. I thought he was going to carry on.
He clocked
it so quickly. Oh,
quick.
I'm sorry. I try to catch you out. Go on, continue.
Anyway, at the train station, I ask people around that work there, and they say, you know what? There's nothing here to do. You can find something else to do, but not in Manchester. Blah blah blah. And they talk me out of actually hanging out in the city. So at that time, I get a ticket right away at Everton, Arsenal, and at 1:30, and I go the next train, and I go. And then, so it's coming from the Manchester people. They tell me there is nothing here to do. That's what I've been told. So maybe someone from the comments that live in Manchester can take me next time somewhere when I go. To show me the
Daps
city.
I'm not joking. Daps can probably do that. Imran can probably do that. There's loads of people. I could probably do that for you, but I actually haven't been Manchester until Sunday. I haven't been there in 5.5, 6 years. So maybe I'm not the best person, because I went there more frequently back in my youth there. And obviously when you do go, when you're younger, when you get out of London and go explore other cities, you realize Newcastle is lit. Manchester is lit. Liverpool's not actually that bad either. I've only been there a couple of times. I've been once at Anfield and just once to visit one of my older sisters. You actually realize there's a lot more, so much out there in England that everyone thinks, because it's London, it's going to be absolutely automatically great. Go to Camden or something like that, and you thought, oh, you know what? It's great. Go to Hackney. Go explore Peckham. We'll see what you find there about 10 years ago. Nowadays, it's all gentrified. Anyways, if you go to North London, very north, like Enfield or Croydon, I cannot protect you. Anyways, long story short. This signing, Gakpo, I've heard a lot of good things about this man. One of the main men at PSV. He's absolutely rapid. Mons, what do you know about Gakpo? Is he just another FIFA Ultimate Team card that you pick out for, like, he's absolutely pacey?
Apart from his team, apart from his blue cards and his informs, what I would say is that I'm told he's like, I was told by Arsenal fans when they were linked to him, because you know how they talk of every player that they're linked with until they're no longer linked with him, or he's gone to Manchester United, or he's gone to Barcelona or something. I was told that he's built like Henry and has the potential to be like Benzema. Now,
oh my, wait. Who said that? Please. Was this
was it Monty?
Touch? Was it Monty? No, it was Monty. It was Monty, innit?
It was Monty.
Yeah.
So obviously, I had a little look, but like, he does look serious. But obviously, you got to take it with a pinch of salt in it. Like, we've seen so many wingers come and go and not really hit the ground running, and been in and out the Premier League before we can blink. But he does look serious. He's got a good turn of pace on him. Not just acceleration. He looks powerful. His finishing not too shabby as well. Obviously, but I can't say I've seen enough of him to be like, he's the guy. But he looks like he's got. Trust me, man. He's got something about him, and I think he needs to go to the right team. If someone like him, he needs to make the right move. If he goes to like a Chelsea, I don't see it. Like, do you know what I mean? If he goes to a Chelsea, it could go downward spiral quite quickly. Even at this point in Man U, I think if he goes to like maybe a Man, or even at Man City, he seems too raw to go Man City as well.
I think he would suit Man United. The only reason being is because you know what links it is? It's the Ruud van Nistelrooy's new PSV manager. So you got that link right there. So it would make a little bit more sense that you could get a deal done just due to relationships. Rawness of it all. I feel like Erik ten Hag needs a bit of that in the team as well to mold whatever he wants. It would be a good signing, but it wouldn't be a good signing if you don't change that midfield. It's facts, because he's gonna have to do everything. He's gonna have to come back a lot. It'll be terrible. It'll just be terrible just to pick. You probably have to pick the ball up from left back. You understand? Off from the halfway line every time if that midfield can't progress up the field and let him do what's dangerous. Well, you're laughing there, man. What's going on?
Because I just got another news that Morata has been offered to Man United.
Manchester United. Oh my God, there's too much with Man United. I'm done. You know what? I'm done. I've had enough. Yeah, I'm going to bring up Dill's comment. Last part of Man United, because a lot of us to do Man United before we go into the main part, which is like Bernardo Silva and the Chelsea stuff. What's my thoughts on the pay cast? Because you remember, I'm not joking. On a free, I'm taking Depay. That's for me, that's good business. It's a good striker option for me now. 20 million, I'm not having it though. I'm sorry, the ship is sell, but if it means for free, I'm having him all day long. Do not give me Morata. I said this in the chat. Morata has the best agent in football ever. There's no footballing agent that has a better agent than my man, Alvaro Morata, because how he's been stealing a living from Juventus, Atletico, then Chelsea, then back to Juve, back to Atletico. I just don't understand. If I miss out a team, my bad. He should go somewhere like Newcastle, I reckon, or something like that. But even then, I think Callum Wilson's better than Morata. So it is what it is, man.
Hold on a minute. You know, we're on 150 people and there's 89 likes. Now, full screen me for a second. 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 You lot. There's 150 of you lot. 150 of you lot. Click the like button. It's free. It's free. Right now, I want to see 100 likes minimum. Minimum. 150 you lot. Do you know how many that is? Come on, this is lunchtime streams. I've got bags under my eyes, people. We have bags under our eyes. This is for you lot. No, seriously. No, listen. Ratio gang, seriously. If Daps was here, you know what Daps would be saying, innit? You know what I'm saying? I'm running out of stuff to say right now because, like, I need more. I need more. I'm sorry, I need more.
Basically, what Pep Guardiola demands. You know what it is? You know what the comparisons is? Guys in the comments know, like, Pep Guardiola recently done a video, right? And said he always telling his players he demands for the ball. He always demand for the ball. If you don't demand for the ball, you're coming off. I'm demanding for those likes. If not, get out. That's all I'm going to say. Get out the stream if you're not going to like the video, man. Anyone that has, I appreciate you a lot, by the way. So, yeah, man. Cass, would you take Patrick Schick? I like Patrick Schick. I think I've been calling him for him since last season, and he don't cost you a lot. It's 20. I think he's about 25 million, 20. See, I thought he was gonna go West Ham. I was gonna scream my head off, but he ain't gone nowhere yet. He's so clinical, gives me Mishu vibes. Mishu. But anyways, off of Man United. Let's get on to Chelsea before, because I want to talk about Bernardo Silva last. Chelsea, right? I'm gonna come. Anyone throw whatever you think at. So quoted price with Wilfred Zaha is 25 million as transfer market value goes. I'm not too sure how much years left he has on his deal, but it's probably a couple at that rate if he's worth 25 million. Is that a good buy for Chelsea? Can play left, can play right. Does he link up with Sterling? Because he can also do left and right. What do you, man, think about that move? Is it a good move? Because at the moment, it's only interest. It's not concrete. So, as in, like, for Zaha. Would you? Well,
Zaha's not a right winger. So, who you shoehorning that right wing?
No, because he can play. He can play. No, I'm saying they got Sterling and Zaha. They both can play left or right. If you don't remember, Zaha started off his career on the right because he can kick with his left.
Sterling can play right.
He's got both. He's both footed.
Wilfred Zaha for me has to play on the left. He has to play on the left. Like, and for me, Sterling is gonna have to go on the right. And it's again, Sterling's just started his Chelsea career. Do you already want to move him out his left wing position, which he seems to be doing quite well?
I mean, if it's better for the team, trust me, Zaha can play left or right. Because the thing is, he can take guys on. He's tricky. He's a byline winger. He can come inside. I suppose more. Bro, have you ever watched Zaha play on the right wing?
Yeah, no. Well, not in a long time.
Yeah, true.
I have never seen Zaha play on the right wing. What are you
oh my word!
About?
Please go watch Zaha. Old clips of Zaha when he's playing right wing. He destroys guys.
When was that? Was that? When?
Bro, it was not actually that too long ago where he was playing on the right and then someone else was doing the left.
5 years?
No, This is under Roy Hodgson. He played on the left a lot, but then he did go on the right for majority of the season. I think was it last year actually? No, it was the year before that. He was playing a lot on the right hand side as well. Like, do you watch him on the right hand side? Yeah. But he's more of a left for me. He's a cutting player. If he's tricky, he can do left. He can go left. He can go right. He's more of a left winger than Sterling is for me. I feel like Sterling is way more better.
I got a question for you guys. Why are Chelsea playing around the bushes?
Huh?
Why are Chelsea playing around the bushes? They need a striker. Why they are getting the supporting cast but not getting the main guy? Why is that happening? What are they doing? They're getting Sterling. They'll go for Zaha.
Danica from Love Island. That's what Chelsea are, bro. Danica from Love Island.
I don't watch Love Island, but all I can tell you is that
they'll understand. They'll understand. Trust me.
But it's kind of strange. Why Zaha? Why Sterling? I understand. You need a forward, for God's sake, man. You need a forward to score goals.
Who's that other winger, by the way, other than Sterling? Who's playing on the right?
I don't. They have nobody on the right side. Ziyech
Exactly.
at the
See, this is what I mean. Ziyech wants to go. I don't think he's got a feature for Chelsea either anymore. They need not that. They need a winger. I think Zaha. They don't want to look at short term.
But they don't
Zaha's
play with a
there.
winger, Cass. They don't play
No,
with a
but
winger.
but Zaha can play as an inside forward as well, though. That's the thing. He could literally play like you put because Kai Havertz is doing this false nine kind of thing, right? You put someone over there that can play it, that wants to drive inside all the time, that looks towards goal, that's a direct threat. Zaha could be that man for me personally, anyways. So I think 25 million, you can't go wrong. It's cheap.
Yeah, it's so cheap for him. It's so cheap. I was thinking that Zaha would leave much earlier before he signs that big contract with them. But to be honest with you, I don't see this as a right move for Chelsea at all. I see they have to go for a forward. And I'm sure you're going to bring up the other news about Chelsea that Chelsea fans are happy about all today.
Yeah.
That Werner is gone. So they need a freaking forward to replace Werner that will get them buckets of goals.
And it's cheap, by the way, 20 million euros. 20 million euros.
Someone someone need to tell Chelsea they need a freaking number 9. They are planning
apparently
to
they need another number 6 or 5 or 4 because this has come up. 70 million turned down, and they're going to improve their bid. What are you saying about this one, man?
Well, he started on the weekend, didn't it? Which was a bit.
Isn't it too much months for someone who came back from injuries? 70 is like, what is this, Van Dijk?
Bro, again, like the market, right? I still blame Neymar for all of this foolishness.
Coutinho.
No. Coutinho can stay out of this. He's fine. But I blame Neymar for all of this because without Neymar, the Coutinho thing doesn't happen either. What we need to remember, Fofana, again, one of these centre backs who had a good season for Leicester, not a great season. When you look at it in hindsight, he had a good season for Leicester. He got injured, and now they think they can pull a Harry Maguire on, man, and that's what they think they can do. Obviously, Fofana is clear in that sense. Longevity-wise, he looks really good. 70 mil is the absolute highest for me of his worth. Because what happens when people start coming in for James Justin? He's English, so how much are they going to charge for him?
Well, if they sold Maguire for 8 million, I'm sure they look at Fofana and be like, well, he's actually a better player than Maguire. We want exactly the same price, and he's younger.
Yeah, but Maguire wasn't worth 80 million. And also, we look
at
so if anyone wants James Justin, I personally think James Justin I'd love to get him to succeed a Trent or a Robbo or something like that. But I'm thinking if we was to ever go down that route, bro, we're looking at if Fofana's 70 M's, you think James Justin looking at 100 M's, bro? Leicester need to.
I don't like James Justin at all. I don't rate James Justin at all.
I think he's hard. I think he's quality.
I think he's good versatile forward, but I don't think he's not going to be a world beater in my eyes.
No, Fofana might be right. Fofana is better for me than James.
For me, it's the other way around. I look at Fofana and think good centre back. Potential wise, I don't see where the 70 mils coming from. He's 60 million max for me. 70 million is going to do the add-on thing. Leicester tax, innit? It's the Leicester tax.
Yeah.
Leicester think they could just mug everyone off. It's mad. It's mad.
Oh, he's under contract, man. They know Chelsea need centre backs.
They know Chelsea are going to cough up the big bucks. So if they know he's going to cough up the big bucks, why not up his price? So I hear what they're doing. Also, they can't really afford to lose another centre back. So I hear why the price is the price. I just don't think the player's worth the price. If that makes sense. I think the price reflects the position that the club's in right now. In my opinion.
Yeah. Very true, man. So how much? All right. So in this current day, how much do you reckon? So they got 70 million turned down. Then how much, guys, in the comments as well? How much do you pay for Fofana then? How much would you rise it to? I know a lot of people forget
50.
that, but how much? No. So basically, they turned down 70 million. Don't walk away. How much do Chelsea realistically bid? They bid 75, 80 million.
That's my mom haggling. 70, 20. That's my mom's.
Oh wow.
Anyway.
60 mil.
Are we moving anything?
Yeah.
There's a news about before we move on to Manchester City. I think Aubameyang is gonna go to Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah. I think you don't think the pay's gonna leave instead because Juve are pushing for the pay, innit?
No, I think he's going to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
He likes London.
Juve pushing for the pay, yeah.
I think Aubameyang is gonna go to Chelsea. Maybe Depay is gonna go to Juventus. Juventus, by the way, just signed Kostic. By the way, you just signed Kostic. I think it's already done.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Aubameyang is going to be the new forward. It's going to be a 2-year deal, I think. He's Barcelona are gonna try to let him go for free actually, because they want to terminate the contract. If he gets a contract at Chelsea, he will leave.
I have an issue with this comment. Yeah, why I have an issue with this comment is because the delusion that they think revenue of the stadiums is what makes up most of the revenue at Manchester United. They think you end up leaving a stadium and it will hurt their pockets because nobody's going to want to sponsor people if no one's in the stadium. I promise you now, this doesn't do anything. Half of the Man United fans are going now probably in a season ticket. If they go, I'm telling you now, because the fan base is so far and wide and some people don't understand about Manchester United as a whole as well, they will fill in that stadium. This ain't a little club. That stadium's getting full up every week regardless. Trust me, it will. And even if they done it on a setback price, it's still going to happen. Yes, Glazers out. It suits the agenda for some people and whatnot. But for me, it's not about just the tickets, bro. It's about everything as a whole.
But they can be forced to sell, Cass. They can be forced to sell by the FA.
But it hasn't happened. That's the thing, and it won't happen.
But there's not enough pressure, Cass. Is there enough pressure?
The only way the Glazers go out is if someone that's very rich comes in and gives them a massive bid on the table that they can't refuse.
Let me ask you something, Cass. If Chelsea is worth 4 billion, how much is Man United? Probably like 8, 7?
Bro, they're only they're 4 billion. They're worth 4 billion. The only way to do it is if they put 5 billion or 6 billion down on the table. This is how much dirt Manchester United are in. You can protest all you want. You can hashtag all you want. It's not going to do anything. This is the reality of Man United. We suck, bro. The only way we do it is if everyone was organized in a stadium to march out the stadium at 20 minutes or something like that and put a stand that way. Or Man United fans go at Old Trafford and literally ring around the whole of the stadium and don't allow nobody in. That's the only way in my eyes. And they have to do it every... And that's the only way you do it if that happens every single game. And it won't happen. You can't just do it one game here and there. It has to be happening at every game. So, but the reality is right now, if they're not going to happen, that's not going to happen. And if you do go inside and you don't, if you don't buy a ticket, a foreign fan will fly over or come over from anywhere once and take that seat. Trust me. And it's like, bro, like you're sucking between a one because you love your club. That's it. Because you love your club that much. It's so hard to not want to be there. And it's so hard. It's such a predicament. But anyways, moving on. On to, what was you saying as well? The last part of the show anyway is going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes. Is the big news of the day. Is this man right here. And I don't know where Man City go from there. I don't know who they replace him with.
Don't panic.
I don't know where they go from after Bernardo Silva.
Don't panic. Don't panic, United. You know what I'm saying? City fans, don't panic. Don't panic.
You all need to panic. Thiago's out for 6 weeks, bro.
Don't panic. I'm just saying, don't panic. I needed this for my soul. This is good for my soul. This. If Bernardo leaves, I don't see City getting anyone else that's like as good as him. Obviously, I see them getting a replacement in, but will they be as good as Bernardo? Hell no. This guy's the Barca kit does suit him though. I'm not gonna lie, it does suit him. Not gonna lie, it does suit him though.
Yeah, he's also apparently, according to Sport, he's willing to lower his salary. Yeah. Obviously, that's the only reason. But the big one is Gerard Romero.
I need a Man City fan to tell me, why would you leave Man City for Barcelona? Why? And for a lower wage?
I think he misses, he just wants to be closer to home, and he wants to be something to do with family and start a life, and because he hasn't got no kids and etc.
Maybe he doesn't like Manchester as well.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't look at it as the place he wants to raise children and stuff like that. Maybe he just wants to be close to home, which is over in Portugal, more than likely. Obviously, Portuguese, if people don't know.
I see the City fans are getting a bit like bitter in the comments because I said don't panic. Listen. No one wants this. No one wants. I'd be bitter as well. I'd be bitter too.
It's the in denial part of this comment from yourself, Daniel. You're being in denial because you don't want him to leave, and I get that. You're gonna deny it. But who are Simon Stone and Simon, whoever that name is, Bukowski, to say over Gerard Romero, who's been reporting on a lot of news this year with Barcelona, Fofana, the rest of it, and they've all gone to that guy. That's the difference. That is the difference. He's got most of the stuff right. He's more close to Barcelona sources than what we know. But I don't know if Simon Stone and them man are Manchester tier 1 sources, like close to Manchester. So I wouldn't know that. So if I did get that wrong, my bad. It will be one man's word against another. And this rumor mode keeps coming up time and time again. And it's like it's becoming inevitable now. And Pep Guardiola is not for one to stand in there his way either. Like if his desire is to leave.
He hasn't started him last game. He didn't start.
80 million, by the way. I don't know. I think that's pounds, by the way. 80 million pounds is what is the fee apparently agreed. I don't know if it's 8 million. If it's 80 million euros, I would scream. I would absolutely scream. 80 million euros for Bernardo Silva.
Yeah. 70 million pounds. That's decent.
How old is Bernardo? 27?
Oh, 27. My word. Nah, I'm requesting 100 million. If you want my man, you need 100 million. Pay. If you want him that bad, I want 100 million.
27. Yeah, he's 100 M's. I'm not gonna front. He's 100 M's.
If Jack Grealish and them man
the
there,
difference is the player wants to go,
forget
guys.
about that Barella shit.
Player
Yeah,
wants
100
to go.
M's. Hey, what? Hey, Bernardo, 100 M's? Yeah, he's 100 M's.
How much would this hurt City? How much would this hurt City if, like, actually, you know what? I don't think it hurts City too much, but I reckon he is one of the most influential midfielders. Actually, they're all influential, but Bernardo Silva is just one of the pieces of that trio that they have got going on.
They are so rattled.
If they lose, if they do lose him, and then let's say a Liverpool, I don't see them letting him go unless they got a replacement. But I have no idea who they replace him with. What targets would Man City have to target? I thought Jude Bellingham was going to also always be the replacement for Gundogan, or whatever how you want to pronounce his name.
Replacement for Henderson, G.
Or replacement for Henderson. I thought that it could be the case, but who did they realistically replace Bernardo? Because I don't think you can really realistically replace him. Paqueta's linked, obviously, but Paqueta for Bernardo,
and
I'm not too sure.
Gundogan's gone next season on a free, so it's like, well, you can't lose Bernardo Silva and Gundogan for me, innit? Like,
yeah,
you can't lose both, innit?
Yeah, and you know what is I don't see De Jong either, because he's not a Bernardo Silva type replacement in there, because they've got Rodri and Phillips.
I can see De Jong at City, not for a direct replacement, but I can see De Jong at City, innit?
Yeah, if he's doing a 6, like if he's doing they
got Phillips though.
That's what I'm saying. They would more need another guy that's more.
No. Hold on.
Phillips into the 8.
Hold on. If De Jong goes to City, he's gonna be Xavi, not Busquets.
Yeah.
So Busquets was the defensive midfielder. That's Rodri and Phillips. Xavi was the guy next to Iniesta. So it's gonna be De Bruyne is gonna be the play Iniesta role, and then De Jong is gonna play the Xavi role. And I think if that happens, De Jong might take the rug from Bernardo. De Jong at City. I
don't see it. I don't see that Bernardo type player. I'm thinking of Nkunku or somebody like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where City go from in terms of targets, in terms of that, quite like Bernardo in a way. I don't know. I hear
young KDB. That's
but I can hear what you're saying though. You got Rodri like a Busquets. You got De Jong like a De Jong, like a Xavi, and then you got De Bruyne, who's your Iniesta, bro. It's a perfect midfield.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro.
It's the perfect midfield. That would be the perfect midfield. I'm sorry, and then they get Jude Bellingham coming in next.
No,
bro.
No. Forget Jude Bellingham, G. Forget.
I'm telling you now, Jude Bellingham's
shit. Forget that. Forget all that.
Jude Bellingham's guy City, bro.
Just forget that.
If it's a bidding war between you and City have won it.
Okay, forget that. He's coming Liverpool, hopefully. They can go chill with De Jong. De Jong, Jude Bellingham's not going to go to midfield, but he's not going to start, G. It's that simple. He ain't starting.
That's why he's going to Real Madrid.
Allow me.
Yeah, I said that. I could see that. What's it called? Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Bellingham midfield future.
Thank you, Kev.
That's perfect.
Anyway, let's just carry on being on Man City fans next, bro. Yeah, you might need to get De Jong. Just make sure that happens, though. Don't want to hear about Paqueta and them man there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I need some people in the comments. We're not City fans. Obviously, how do you feel about this? Is it stupid? Who are the targets?
They feel hurt.
They need to let me know who they feel would be the ideal replacement. Give me some ideal replacements. I need to hear this. So GB is saying the main replacement targets are Paqueta, De Jong, and Verratti. Monts think they're getting Bellingham because his second cousin went to Aintree once. Stop the nonsense.
Correct, G.
Jude is coming to Arsenal. Cass, please go to Simon Stone's Twitter, please. Okay, let me do this then. Simon Stone, yeah. Is this the guy? Oh, it's a Stoney. Yeah, Simon Stoney. Yeah. Okay, so it's for the BBC report. No Barca deal for Bernardo, according to him. I don't know. Like,
I trust Simon Stone.
you trust
I
Simon
don't.
Stone because I've seen a lot of shit from Simon Stone this
I
summer
don't.
as well.
Go on, someone.
But anyway,
But
I think
he might be
there's no-
he might be more close to City sources than other reporters though. That's what I don't know as well. At the same time, I can't have an opinion if I don't know like that. I can only think, I have to try to be neutral in this. But it's BBC, bro. But it's not about the BBC. It's about the journalist itself. That's the difference.
No, but he
Like, to
has
some
to,
Daily Mail.
BBC would not publish something like this unless the guy has sources and reliable ones. No.
Yeah, it's hard to say, man. It'll be very much missed, but I still feel like Man City, regardless of who they get, it's always gonna whoever Man City, if he does leave, whoever Man City get, it's gonna be a slight downgrade on Bernardo, regardless. I can't believe he said he's 27. Is he actually 27? I feel like he's been around forever.
Yeah, it's 27, bro. It's peak. It's mad.
You doubted
So
me.
what? So Gerard Romero said. So let me just go back on this. This is what he said. This is what he said. I think Bernardo will be a Cula or something, some sort of a, I don't know, Catalonian basically. The player's family already had an appointment to look for a house in Barcelona. That's what he's saying.
Ooh, Gary Neville. Ooh.
I don't know, man. Don't shoot the messenger, man. This is not me. Like, this is so.
I'm just Gary
Zohe,
Neville. Ooh, I'm just doing the from Gary Neville.
Nico Barella is the top target. I've heard we have a deadline for Bernardo to Barca deal.
What?
You've been, bro. You've heard from
Barella?
where? You need to add some context to that, my guy. Zohe, man, you're always here. So big up you. Anyone here? Make sure you're liking the video. 100. About to finish up in the next few minutes. Can we rise this to as much as possible in a few minutes? But man, this Bernardo Silva drama, I'm not too sure. I haven't seen the left back links either for Manchester City pop up since last week. I haven't seen none of that. I'm pretty sure they get one done. Maybe they're just trying to recruit the guy. But I think Gerard Romero talks a lot of shit as well. At times, I think he's just come back with a bang. He's got a lot of things right, so it's kind of hard to discredit someone who's got so much right so far with Barcelona. Obviously, I think this is Daps in the comments saying Bernardo got better playing under Pep. Guess what happens when we buy a replacement? They get better under Pep. It's true. It's very true. Look what happened to Sterling. Went from Liverpool, Man City, upgraded massively. But yeah, man. Before we close off the show or anything, is there anything you guys want to add? You doing a stream later, Monts?
Transfers. So we'll be looking in depth at the Rabiot signing with a few of the boys. Obviously, the man are welcome as well if you guys want to jump in. Obviously, going to be looking at the Bernardo transfer and just a little bit of a preview of some of the games coming up this weekend as well. So in the second half of that video, but it will be more likely a transfer sort of day today. So if you guys want to, if you guys want to jump in for that, feel free. It will be around 8 p.m. So, but it's not scheduled yet. So obviously we can't hit the redirect. It's not scheduled yet, but once it's scheduled, be free to jump in and make sure you subscribe, smash the like here, subscribe to Never a Foul, and move.
There you go. I had some fun with that. I thought that was absolutely amazing. It just like timed perfectly. Mo, what would you like to say? Anything? Any Inter Milan news? Anything? As it goes, like just anything you could pop up quick.
Yeah, the idiots might sell Brozovic and Barella. The idiots. They're idiots.
Oh, really? That's actually true.
They might sell them. Yes, because they failed to sell Skriniar. PSG didn't want to pay up.
This is I feel like it's gonna.
You know when the season starts. 3
weeks.
Guys in the comments. I'm gonna say that. Guys in the comments. Saturday, after the last game, Saturday, we're gonna try to post the link on Neverfall. Come watch me doing a watch along for Inter, and you will see something that you have never seen before. Cass knows what I'm talking about.
I can't
yelling at the camera.
By the way, 178 votes. I said, who's the ultimate defensive midfielder? Rodri got 64%, Fabinho 28%, Brozovic 7%.
Nobody watches the Italian league.
I don't know, man. But by the
Do
way,
that
guys,
do that in Serie A, and then Brozovic will get like 90.
anyone that is here, make sure you smash that like button as well if you haven't. Just double check. Later on, a City United with Daps and Azza, the weekly show on Tuesday. And it will literally post you from this video. It will go on to that video. Just quickly smash the like on that one, and then you can come off and hit the notification bell. So it reminds you of when it goes live at 10, I think 9:30, 9:45 tonight. So make sure you do that. Big Six Bands, Interworldwide, and other channels in the description below. All you got to do is click more, and it will come up with Monster's channel if you want to see Monster's channel, Interworldwide if you want to catch a reaction from Mo when he does Inter Milan watch-alongs. And I'm telling you now, this guy goes mental, and it just, it's good stuff. But it's been your boy Cass. Subscribe to Never a Foul. If you didn't like the video, go suck your mum. And that's about it, man. A bit.